Here we go, baby. It's the late night shift. Yeah. Hope everybody have a good night tonight. It's DERELL with the conscious clientele. We can shout out to all the ladies in the conscious clientele, baby. I've been thinking about it. All my queens, all my black, gorgeous queens out there. What's up, Donna? How you doing, baby? I'm about to put you in the next song, Donna. Yellow Rose of Texas. I like KIY, NY, 007. Good skin. I like them light skin. I like them caramel. Tell me why you been. I like them dark skin. I like them light skin. I like them caramel. I like the caramel. Like the dark skin. Give me something like Oracle. Give me something like Catherine. Give me something like Deepray. I like LB. I like Perla. I like Mommy. Yellow Rose of Texas. I like KIY, NY, 007. Yeah. Good skin. I like them light skin. I like them caramel. Tell me where you been. I like them dark skin. I like them light skin. I like them caramel. Tell me, baby, where you been. Yeah. If y'all sitting back relaxing, if you got your libation, you got your drink, your wine, we'll have a good time tonight. We'll have a conversation with DERELL about TCTV, our bodied, Tiger Woods, a.k.a. Vicarious, and done. What's up, everybody? This is DERELL with the Conscious Clientele. I am broadcasting by way of DERELL The Rebirth, Twitch, and also DERELL Life Solutions. Thank each and every one of you for coming in today. We're going to have a nice discussion. DERELL been lit all night, but, I'm pretty much chilling. And I would like to say that we're going to have this is going to be probably an hour and a half conversation. And we're going to have a discussion about what happened. And we're going to talk about everything that occurred. I basically was chilling, got home from work, and I just think that, I was just enjoying my little day. Let me go check up what's going on in the sector, see my boy TC going live. I saw Vicarious up there and other people, and I'm like, okay, cool. They having a nice time or what have you. They basically talking, how I feel about Vicarious. And so I went up, they asked me to come up. And of course, they knew me and Vicarious was going to go at it. Vicarious, a.k.a. Tiger Woods, I may say. And I just bited him, man. When I got in there, I destroyed him. I massacred him. He didn't know what to say. He resorted to, I'm going to take this clip. I'm going to take this clip. It's going to be a clip. I can't wait. I can't wait to do this. I can't wait. He all in his white boy Asian situation. Like, brother, you're a 7% Negro. Quit with this Asian sympathy. Stop it, brother. You grew up doing this shit your whole life. Just accept the fact that you are a Negro. I know that's hard for a lot of black people, man. They run away from their blackness to go with the 25% of them that don't want your ass. They don't want you, brother. Quit telling people you're Asian. You wear that shit with a badge of honor, and they don't want you. If you only love being black as much as you love being 25% Asian, hey, brother, we can have a conversation. But it's obvious you struggle with that all your life, man. He struggled with it all his life. I feel sorry for him because his behavior is indicative of a lot of biracial people who are mixed with black that don't like being black. Again, I want to give a shout out to Donna Randolph, give a shout out to Godson. Appreciate you all for being in today. We're gonna have a discussion. This is DERELL with the Conscious Clientele. I mean, I'm sitting here listening to this brother, and he saying some of the wackest jokes. TC, I'm gonna say this, man. TC was instigating shit, brought me up there. Hey, they're like, hey, DERELL, come up, man, come up, because he knew that me and Bi-Curious was gonna go at it, and I didn't mind it. Hey, it is what it is. I was all good with it. No big deal for me. Just an opportunity to do what I wanted to do anyway. I was all. So hell, I thought it was an opportunity to expose him for being the weak content creator that he really is. And I just massacred him from the start. Didn't know what to say. He was stumbling around his words. He ran out of stuff to say. That's right. Be accountable. I'm the Godfather. I'm the Godfather. Shout out to my boy Be Accountable. Check out his channel, Wrestling is Lit. I definitely like his takes on WrestleMania yesterday. I didn't know WrestleMania was going to be Saturday and Sunday. I thought that was stupid. That's just my opinion, BA. Other people may have their own opinion. I'm used to WrestleMania being one night only, but hey, they allowing everybody to get a match. So it is what it is. So, I mean, I bodied them, man. Shout out to the speakeasy for being the objective one out there. Shout out to everybody else that was in there. Then you had this weak ass Craig Beats, this no name Negro, this no name Roach coming from out of nowhere, man. What is this no name Roach just came out of there, just biting, nibbling just to get a snack. I mean, I can't be battling all these low hanging fruit, these little roaches and creatures crawling out the woodwork. So, like I was saying, man, Tiger Woods. I don't know what's up with Binary Coon, aka Tiger Woods, man. That's his new name, Tiger Woods. I don't know what's up with Tiger Woods, man. Tiger Woods need to go sit his ass down somewhere messing with the Godfather. Like, really, dude, you knew at this, nigga. I'm a seasoned veteran. Nigga, I come from the manosphere where we known for doing this every day. This is light work dealing with somebody like you. This is light work. You can't roast like I can. You can't roast. You can't carry a show, dude. You need a panel. You need a host. You need other people to uplift you. I don't need that. I could just carry the mic, rock the mic by myself if I want to. Now, of course, do I like to have people on board? Sure, I do. I could carry a conversation. I can talk about stimulating conversation topics. I mean, I'm all across the board, baby. I mean, you're the one trying to do your thing. You're the one trying to come around, doxing and trying to put Asian lives matter and to a black sector of YouTube. Are you losing your goddamn mind? That was suicide. That shows you don't know what you're doing. And go ahead and put your clips up. Please go ahead and put up whatever clips trying to make you feel like I'm racist. Nigga, I'm talking to another black man about this shit. So stop. Nobody gives a damn that you 25% Asian. You need to quit it. This nigga was cheerleading for Dunn. When Dunn came in, this dude was all in his feelings. He was emotional. He kept interrupting. Nobody was talking to him. He up there with his pom poms. Get him, Dunn. Yeah, Dunn killing you. Dunn got you. Dunn doing this. Yeah, man, get this. You know how many times a woman talking in the daytime as opposed to a man? Yes, I know women talk at almost triple, double, triple what men talk. Women say a total of at least 4,000 words. Men say about somewhere between 12 to 1,500. Dumbass, that ain't nothing new. I know that women say up to 3 to 4,000 words a day. About four, actually over 4,000. Men say anywhere between 1,500, somewhere around 15 to 12 to 1,500. Okay, that's fine. Women are more expressive. They talk more. That's nothing new. That is nothing new. You think I didn't know that, brother? I just didn't want to answer it because I didn't want to acknowledge your dumb ass. But Tiger Woods, man, I don't know what to say about Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods think he gonna make his channel off of me. Like, Tiger, stop it. Tiger, stop it. Like, I don't get Tiger Woods, man. Like, I had this 75% Negro speechless. He didn't know what to say. This nigga started saying all kind of wag jokes that he was the only one laughing. This nigga was riding Dunn dick like crazy, man. I could have swore this nigga was Pinky. I could have swore he was Janet Jackman for those who love old school porn. Shit, I could have swore he was. This shit crazy, man. I was laughing my ass off at this dude. Like, I was just laughing at him. So we went up there, man. I went up there. I bodied them, bodied both of them, massacred them both. Done weak ass trying to change up rules to a little contest we got. Dunn think he gonna get 4 digits out of me. This nigga losing his goddamn mind. He Dunn. If you really think I'm gonna give you 4 figures for this little shit, nigga, you losing. I don't. That was a fucking proposal that I did not agree to. So your ass can go around thinking you gonna get that. That shit ain't happening. Donna said Tiger Woods actually created a whole new race for himself, Capicolation. Yeah, I may start calling them. I may start calling bi-curious Capicolation. The Malaysian Prince. I'm like, dude, man. This shit is funny, man. This shit is funny. But it's people mixed with Asian and black is like a highly increased demographic, not only in the United States, but particularly in Africa, due to the mixing between Chinese and black people. So Negro, you need to go to Nigeria, certain enclaves in Nigeria and Ghana. Maybe you'll get along with everybody that look just like you, that got dark skin and slanted eyes. Hey, you may fit right in. These Negroes will deny their blackness and claim that they are Asian. They're gonna grow up loving China, just like this Negro growing up loving Vietnamese or whatever he is. Speaking the language, this Negro was mad because he was bullied because black people was beating his ass because he wasn't black enough, and the Asian people didn't want to speak to him. He was mad. He'll walk in public. The Asians start calling him a little Negro and shit. He got mad because to his mom, who was half, knowing that she had the same experience. You know, shit is funny, man. Like, I'm literally rolling at this dude, man. Like, the desperation that Tiger Woods has, man, is the desperation. Now, guys, look out for these new clips. This dumbass is gonna post up some more shit that's going to make other black people mad. He's gonna post some stuff saying that I'm racist towards Asians, which he's not even Asian, but he's gonna say that I'm racist. He's gonna say Asian lives matter. Like, it ain't my fault you did some shit that backfired on your ass. Like, dude, your whole platform, all of your viewers clap back at your ass for putting out an Asian lives matter in a black sector. Like, that shit is ridiculous. What's up, NC worker? How you doing? What's up, NC? So allegation show with Mama O says all it's gonna take is one traffic stop and then he will know he is black. Exactly. That's all it's gonna take. But this Negro went all, and this dude is in his 30s, man. This dude is in his 30s, probably late 30s, with this mindset that he thinks that, even though, I mean, I could see if you were like really mixed to like his mom, I can understand his mom being so connected to the Asian community because he has a parent one parent that is definitely identifiably Asian, full blooded. Negro, your mother is not full blooded Asian. It's a reason why she married a black man because she identified with being black. The problem is your ass don't identify with being black. That's the problem. That's right, Peridotto Funk. Tiger wanted to be a white man, wanted to be a whole white man. What an odd fella. He is. Like, Tiger Woods has issues. Tiger Wood, the real Tiger Woods has issues, just like this broke, fake, bi curious Tiger Woods. He has issues too, man. And to be honest with you, it's the light binary simp. But the more I've gotten to know him, the more as I have seen him try to get in the mud, now I'm like, you know what? I can't stand this Negro. This Negro's stupid. Like, this dude really got problems. This Negro really, really got some problems. And I'm just laughing at him, man. I'm just literally, really laughing at him at the bullshit that he been trying to pull. Like really, like, dude, you trying to build a platform in a black space and you constantly catering for Asian people that don't like you and don't want you. See, one thing you can say about the black community, lovers or haters, we accept our own people. Even if you mix, we accept everybody, man. We are loving, civil people. We're very humanistic, you know. Our African people have a high level of humanity. The problem is everybody else don't. And it's unfortunate in order for us to function, we have to be less humane to function and succeed in this country and throughout the world. What's up, brother? Speak. How you doing, my brother? How you doing, man? It's unfortunate, man. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and bring the link up. Anybody want to come up? We can definitely talk and chat. But this shit is ridiculous, man. Hearing this Asian, 25% Asian dude, 75% black. He knows this. And this dude will go hard and cape for Asian people like no other. No matter what you do, they don't want you. They don't think of you as being an Asian man. You are a black man to them. And you know what, brother? It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with accepting your blackness. It really isn't. It's nothing wrong with accepting your blackness. Now you're trying to go one on one against the motherfucking Godfather. Now you being exposed for being a weak ass simp. Wearing your tampons, riding Dunn homeless ass. And by the way, Dunn, you about to get buried. Dunn, you're going to get buried this month. Trying to go against me, trying to change rules and manipulate. We're gonna go by who has subs. No, nigga, you already knew what my subs were. So don't try to come trying to handicap me so that you can increase your chances. No, nigga, we going by raw numbers. I don't give a damn if I had 5,000 and you had 200. You knew the count before you tried to go up against me. So no, nigga, we ain't going by no. Well, if I got 2,000, that means you gonna have to double, triple. No, nigga, they only got so many people in this space, and most of my subs don't even come from here. Matter of fact, when I came back into the space, I had 950 subs. So I literally have about 300 to 400, probably about 400 subscribers that are strictly um from this sector, potentially, and it's probably less than that because most of those subs still come from the manosphere because I still rock hard over there. So I haven't really done um a lot of man. I haven't really done. I stopped doing Umar content. I didn't really start back doing Umar content and leaving that space until like maybe November, December. It's been like 3 months, 3 to 4 months. Yeah, you're right, Peridotto Funk. Tiger Wood don't even date Asian women. That nigga like white women because he want to be a white man. He grew up in a white environment all of his life. And that's the thing about when you reach a certain income level and you live around according to your wealth, You're going to see more and more people that don't look like you. You're going to see less of yourself the more successful you become. And therefore, you put your children in environments that are less black. And I don't care, man. For me, care how successful I am. I like being around my own people, good or bad. I don't give a damn. I got to go to the hood. If I like being around black people, I feel comfortable around my own people. I love my own people, good or bad. I don't give a damn. They still my people. You think I'm gonna go gravitate to somebody else bullshit? No. I love my people for being my people, good or bad. I just would ask Tiger Woods, can you do the same? But no, you want to hate black folks and go with another group of people who've caused havoc on black folks. It's funny how a lot of these people, man, that come into this space on the other side, they all either mixed, just like Lennon Honor, man. Lennon Honor has the same issues, has the same exact issues. What's up, BA?
So what's going on, man? What's going on?
Hey, man,
So,
everything is lovely, man. I'm just reviewing how I massacred Dunn and and Tiger Woods today.
man, look though, but here's my whole thing with this binary code stuff. so so pretty much once he came into the sector, he kept wanting to keep saying that he's a troll, but it seemed like he was really tested this past weekend, and he was really triggered by what you said. And my whole thing was like, look, if you want to go on here and say that your gimmick is that you're a troll, you being called a slanted eye nigga is pretty much easy work for you to come back
Exactly.
with. And then I was watching the TC live earlier. Man, that dude was in his feelings. He kept talking about he don't respect you, and then he was getting on TC's case saying that well, you gonna tell me to shut up, you can't tell DERELL to shut up. And I'm like, nigga, you supposed to be a troll, act like a troll. You breaking kayfabe, my nigga. You breaking kayfabe out here.
Big time, man. Big time. And that let me know, man. You new to this, man. You ain't you. I've been doing this shit for a while. Like, dude, that lets me know, man. You ain't on my level when it come to this kind of shit. I'm like, dude, that shit you pulled over the week showed you was inexperienced, man. Your ass green to this shit, trying to fuck with me, and you basically let the air out the fucking balloon on a big mishap over the weekend with that Asian Live Matter bullshit. Your whole chat went against you. Your own subscribers went against you. And then you already know I'm coming hard to talk about your ass. This Negro can't take the heat. Like, the minute you say something, he get emotional, man. That's the same thing the other women were saying on the play. They were like, this dude get emotional. When you go in on him, he get emotional.
Right. Like, and during the TC live, like, yo, bro, like that dude kept talking and talking whenever you or TC or whoever else kept talking, and he just kept interrupting. And like TC was like, yo, binary, calm down. And I was like, yo, man, this dude is really green at this shit, like extremely green at this shit. It's like, like, I mean, I was just sitting back. I'm like, bruh, man, you really didn't know. You really didn't know what you was getting into.
He's light work. This is light work for me. You think I ain't never dealt with shit like these little rookies like him I dealt with? The manosphere way harder. This is light work compared to the manosphere. You deal with this shit on a panel, like, dude, man. Like, I'm like, dude, and I'm gonna be honest with you. They come with the heat in this sector too. I mean, they got people that come with it, man. We say all kinds of shit to each other and beef. They got people on this side that have said all kind of shit. Man, everybody has crossed the line on some shit. Like, I'm like, dude, man, you can't take this. You getting mad and emotional, interrupting. He getting all in his feelings. He up there. You saw how he was cheerleading for Dunn? That shit was sick.
Right. Like, I mean, like the dude. Yeah, I mean, like the dude was coming unglued on that live. I mean, I was I was just sitting back. I mean, it was entertaining, but at the same time, I'm saying to myself, yo, binary, like you really exposing yourself to everybody on how you really are, you know.
Right?
But at the same time, you want to keep saying that you a troll. It's like niggas like trolls don't act like this.
They sure don't.
And 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 that type of bullshit he pulled off this weekend, that's something the AFWs would do.
Exactly. That
And
exact. That's what I was saying. That sounds
right,
like some
I
shit he was
mean,
paid to do.
yeah, yeah, but it's like I said, that's an AFW move. That's a huge red flag. And then at the same time, he wants to play it off, saying, "Oh, I was trolling." If you listen to it later on, I was like, "Nah, nigga, no, you got triggered. You got triggered, and you thought you was gonna play babyface, but want to claim your Asian heritage. But at the same time, ain't no Asians claiming you. Ain't no Asians
The
claiming.
fuck
I
ain't-
mean, bro, like, stop it. I mean, stop. Okay, fine. You know, like you want to say you 25% Asian. Okay, then. Well, well, go ahead. Go to one of these Asian countries. Go ahead and be in a little circle and see if they're gonna accept you.
exactly. My girl Tasha Wills, shout out to Tasha Wills, shout out to Shakim Ra. She said he acting like Reggie Bush.
You know what? You know what though? That's actually another point I want to bring up. The way binary is moving now, he is going to take place of Reggie Bush because
Right?
right now with Reggie Bush, you know, he's all gone all off on AAS and Rev G and them, and you pretty much see how binary's acting now. He's saying he's neutral. You see people like, let me see your transcript, saying, oh, I like binary show. All these people going over there. His
Right?
co-host, Stargate and Identity Withheld, it's the same pattern. So pretty soon, that dude gonna start doing 9, 10 hour lives. So I want everybody to brace themselves. Binary Code gonna be the next Reggie Bush.
And you know what's gonna end up happening? When they when because I've seen this happen, man. I've been in YouTube. No matter what sectors you in, man, you see some of the same dynamics. It's just a different sector. What's going to end up happening is that we already see Stargate over there. We already see uh the creepy fat bitch over there, and some of the other ones that go over there, and identity simp that's over there, right? What's going to end up happening is that those guys going to start going over there more than they going to Reggie Bush platform. And what may happen is, and you already know Reggie Bush numbers are already on decline. And if this brother numbers hold up fast or increase or get to where they better than Reggie Bush, they gonna start beefing. Watch.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep,
get
that's
and then
gonna happen.
they gonna start beefing, and he gonna go at it with everybody that he gonna go at it at Stargate, creepy people. Let me see your diet. All of those people he gonna start criticizing for going over there supporting them. I've seen this shit happen, man. Matter of fact, I got a guy that I'm cool with now in the manosphere. He going through some shit now because of his panels. Because he beefing damn near half of the people that used to come on his panel. He beefing with damn near every last one of them right now. I've seen this shit happen, and it's gonna happen. Watch. I give it 2 months because I already see it's too many of them over there. All of them go over there. You got two co-hosts that was on Reggie Bush panel all the time. And now they going over there every night. Every time he go live, they over there. Stargate, the first one there. Total withheld, uh, identity withheld, or whatever the hell his name is. They going over there talking. They making that shit. To me, the show is almost the same. It ain't no
Right.
different.
Yep.
It's no different.
Yep. Exactly. Exactly. Like, and plus you got people like Reb G going over there, and Reb G's getting interviewed by Binary. It's like, yo, bro, like I've seen this pattern before. It's the
Right?
same pattern. It's
Right?
the same exact pattern. The same pattern.
It's hilarious, man. And I'm like, dude, like this is nothing new for us, man. This dude thought. See what he. This is where uh Tiger Woods messed up. He thought trolling was the same as being a content creator. It's two different things. It's a
Yep.
difference between being a troll and doing content. You know what I'm saying? Because when you do content, that means that people can look at you and critique you and say shit based on the content. You can be a troll and don't do no content. So you don't really, and it's harder to go against you that way because true trolls don't really make content like that. So you can't really use their content against them. This dude basically gave me a gift, just wrapped the gift up last week when he did that content that actually helped me, but it was purposely supposed to hurt me, and it actually helped me more than it did himself. So I'm like, man, that was a
Right.
colossal mistake he made. He did, like, I've never seen in my life on YouTube where a person intended to hurt somebody else and everybody in the chat went against you for trying to do that. Literally, like even his own subs went against him and said he was wrong for that.
Right.
I never seen no shit
Right.
like that.
Right. And that pretty much goes back to the point of being on code, because I think that's something binary probably doesn't even know about or is
He
not
don't.
aware of.
He don't.
But like he seriously thought by pitting you as a quote unquote racist, even though black people can't be racist. I mean, but
Exactly.
anyways, he tried to say, oh, this guy's racist against Asians. And he really thought he was going to play babyface. He really
Yes.
did think that. And all that shit fucking backfired. And look, and who does that remind you of? That reminds you of Reggie Bush when he tried to show those emails and that
Yes.
shit back. Bruh, it's the
Yes.
same pattern.
You ain't
Like
lying.
it's the same pattern. I mean, it's ridiculous at this point.
It is
It's
ridiculous,
totally
man.
ridiculous.
That shit was funny, man. He went out there thought he was going to get with those emails, thought he was going to get sympathy from everybody. Man, and you already knew we was waiting for an opportunity to get his. To me, I never would have thought. I always had my suspicions of Smoke Thug, but this Negro came up here talking about, oh, I'm not with no anti-Afro and all that. That nigga said that from day one, and he lied his ass off. The whole time you getting emails and correspondence from her, and then you realize it was a little bit more than what you was willing to do because she wanted to basically control your channel. That's where he fell off on, because she wanted to dictate what. Don't you know when he went on TCTV or other people's platform, she fussed at him for that shit. She gave her that Griselda Blanco fucking pimp slap for fucking doing. She basically criticized, but she did that to Lennon. When Lennon came on my platform, man, Anti-Afro had a fucking heart attack. She went off for about 10 minutes. I don't know why you went over there. And now, what do you see her doing now? She looming in the chats right now. She probably watching right now as we speak.
Yeah, probably. But look though, speaking of anti-Afro, I've been keeping up with this whole conscious energy thing. This dude, Conscious Energy, made a comment in Reggie Bush's live today that I saw a little bit of snippet of. But at one point in time, Conscious Energy was saying that Make a Change was taking food out of his mouth and his kids' mouths. And the only question I have is, I know damn well your damn live streams ain't making you that much money. So is it possible? So is it possible that Anti-Afro is paying him more, and that's why he's that upset about Make a Change doing the damn copyright?
But see, this is what people don't understand. I made both of them. I'm the person that made Conscious Energy, and I made Make a Change. See, people don't know that. See, they saying this shit about what she did. Niggas, y'all, both of them wouldn't be known if it wouldn't have been for me. I hate to say this, but both these niggas been around for 2 years. They both became known in the sector by coming on my platform and debating me in 2019. Both of them. So, but see, that's the thing, man. like Conscious Energy really wanted to do, like, we used to debate every Monday at 4 p.m., right? And then we kind
Right.
of fell off a little bit because he wanted to do more shows like that, and I couldn't really, my schedule didn't permit it. So I noticed, man, when Conscious Energy got monetized, he kind of was doing his own thing, and we still was cool with each other. I'll check him out, he'll check me out and stuff, but he never discussed with me, man. I didn't realize that he probably communicating with her until like what 3 months ago. He tried to I think it was 3 or 4 months ago. He went live and had a setup interview for her to be on the phone line. I kid you not. So when he said that, I'm like, wait a minute. I said, man, I said, dude, you was talking to Anti-Afro. You either had to email her or call her for her to set up an interview. I never forget, man. It was on a Saturday because I was with my clients at the Janice house at a Walgreens, getting their medications and shit. And I was listening to him, right? And then he was waiting on Anti-Afro and she didn't even show up. Left that nigga hanging. So what I did, I called in, man. And of course, I got some people, let me see your transcript is like big over there on this channel. And let me see your transcript basically tried to block me. Matter of fact, she blocked me a couple times. And he was like, did he say something, did he say something disrespectful? Oh, well, okay, well, he shouldn't have did it. I'm like, dude, and I'm like, damn, I'm like, brother, I didn't even say nothing. Like, and so, man, I'm like, damn, I say, brother, brother, you've been rocking with me. We was dealing with each other for like 2 years, man. And you gonna let them do that? Like, I'm like, damn, man, these niggas here, man, like, y'all can't be making this kind of money to be acting like this. Y'all can't be, man. Like, seriously? So I think you raising a good question. Like, how much money you think she giving them?
Yeah, man, because it's like I said, like as soon as he said that comment saying, yeah, like make a change, you taking food out of my mouth and out of my kids' mouths, I was like, hold on, wait a minute, because when I look at your view count,
It
ain't no
ain't
way in
all that.
hell. Yeah, I mean, like you ain't no way in hell you making that much of a living unless you really got those dedicated people giving you a whole bunch of money. I mean, I know you got people like Dippin, because if you look at Dippin, he or she be giving Lennon all that damn money.
You ain't
So
lying.
I don't know. So I don't know. So
The main
like
people over there that I know that see Black Anonymous, the only people I can see giving him a lot of money is Dip In, and Black Anonymous is known for donating a lot too. And let me see your transcript. Act like she running the goddamn show over there. She really
yeah.
over there like she fucking over the shit. Like for real. Look who up in there. August Archibald popped up.
Oh God.
So she popped up. We just struck a nerve. She
Always
paying
them
Conscious
striking the
Energy.
nerve. Man, but I was looking at that one video Conscious Energy did, and let me see your transcript. What the fuck off on him saying go ahead and unmod me, and I'm gonna unsub until you apologize to make a change. I mean, she was giving them all them damn options. I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
man.
but who the fuck is you?
Your boy straight up said fuck. But the reason why she did that is because she was over there acting like she ran the fucking show. And see, I don't watch Conscious, man. I watch, to be honest with you, I'm always sub to Conscious Energy. But I watch his shit probably like once or twice a week, right? And to be honest with you, I like actually when he do more content. His best content is not when he talk about Umar Johnson. It's actually I like when he talk about uh Masani and what's that guy Mason and he may talk about Cynthia G and some shit like that. I actually
Right.
and uh some other people. I like when you talk about other people. Not because I'm like, I've already heard enough of when you talk about Umar. All he basically do is every time Umar say something on Instagram or it's on YouTube, then he comment for about 2 or 3 weeks about the same content. So I've heard enough of that. But I actually like his other content when he talk about rappers and entertainers and stuff like that. You know, and he actually can rap, and he got, he actually with shit. He actually got videos and stuff on his channel. If you watch his stuff, he got, got different tracks and stuff like that. But
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah, look how you said it. You ain't sound too impressed.
No, no, no. No. I was just commenting on it. That's it.
The way you said, I saw that. I'm just fucking with you, man. But the way you said it was funny. But
Oh,
now, man, but trip me out, man. I reached out to both of them, man. Them niggas act like they didn't know me. I'm like, really? Y'all really doing this? Like, y'all gonna really do this? So I'm good, man. I'm good. And like, make a change took 10 hours to get back at me talking about, nah, I'm gonna leave it alone. It's so much to the. I'm like, nigga, please, you the main one. Like, now since some heat on your ass, now you want to act like you don't want to be seen, but you gonna go over there by binary talking shit. But I ain't good enough for you to come on my platform and interview. But you gonna go over there talking all this shit to buy curious. I'm like, man, these niggas here, man, these niggas run weak, man. They run real weak. Oh shit. Hey, China White, what's up, cutie? China, we got to do a one-on-one, man. Let me know when we can do a one-on-one. I'm at the Cash App you a little something. Man, China White is beautiful, man. And you want to check out her channel? Is she do like a femininity channel? She do a
that's what's
femininity
up.
channel. Oh man, check her out, man. She nice. She nice. You think uppity nice? Nah, nigga, you need to see her video. She good, man. That's who I
Right,
should
I
have
feel you.
interviewed. That's who I should have interviewed instead of fucking with Stargate.
Yo, man, but that right there, what Don did, I mean, like that shit was a damn swerve right there because I saw a notification of Don saying, "Hey, Stargate, I'm sorry, come ahead and do the interview." But I was pretty much thinking, I was like, okay, Don, ain't no way Stargate gonna be going on your platform. I clicked that nigga video in Stargate. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was like, damn. And it's Thursday. I was like, oh shit.
These niggas
I,
thought that they was gonna destroy my they thought that they was gonna destroy my views for that day, man. Like, yeah, you pulled the fast one. That was cool. But nigga, the very point of me I just put up the unicorn picture up. And these niggas and people left your channel just for doing that. Imagine if I would have interviewed her. The only reason why I didn't interview her is because she was on, she was out with a man and shit. You know what I'm saying? All I had to
right.
do was follow up with somebody that looked better than Stargate, which was not hard to do, especially in the manosphere sector, in that particular sector, whatever that associate with them. They got plenty of women look way better than that would have been. I could have several people I could have called up, whatever. But I wanted Uppy to come up because that was requested. They had guys requesting Uppy. You know what I'm saying? And so I was like, shit, if I do Uppy, like, I remember like Poetic Flocka requested it. There's some other people that was in there. Like, they was like, hey man, she looked real good, whatever. She'll go in the chat, say a little something and support me and leave and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, like they thought they really, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first saw that shit did shock me. I ain't gonna lie. So I just said, fuck it. I'm just gonna post my music, let y'all listen to them. If you gonna rock with me, you gonna rock with me. And we gonna see what the people said. So the dude did all of that for 42 subscribers, viewers. That's what he capped out at. So was it really worth it? What you
Man.
think? What you think? Be accountable.
Well, I mean, for me, I'm not sure exactly what Don's plan is going forward because the only thing I would think is if I was in Don's position and if I was able to get Stargate, I would have at some point tried to get Stargate to come on my platform at least once a week, kind of be
Right,
like a co-host.
right.
So But if that's not Don's plan, and he's just going back to doing the same regular old lives, then it probably wasn't worth it because you pretty much had a golden ticket. I mean, because like if you notice kind of the popularity of Stargate these days, and I pretty much made a joke in the chat in TC's live. I was saying that Stargate's starting to become the Sable of this sector because she's starting to become a draw.
Exactly.
So yeah, so like for Don, with Don, if I was in Don's position, I'd be doing the same shit Binary doing and trying to get Stargate to be a damn co-host. But
Exactly.
it looks
But
like yeah, but it looks like he ain't gonna do that.
because Don think this is what Don think. Don think if he beef with me alone, that's gonna draw for him. It's not, nigga. You got to have good content. you just you just putting my name in a title. Yeah, you will get some views on certain days, but it's not gonna sustain you and build your platform. You're gonna have to have content people want to see, and that's what I think Binary need to understand. That's what Dunn need to understand, dude. No, at the end of the day, your content is what's gonna draw people to you, not you beefing, not you going in on me thinking, okay, if he did this dude really think if he beat me in a ratings game, that means his channel is gonna pop off. It's gonna pop. It's not. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna continue to do my content and I'm still gonna have healthy viewers, and you're gonna still be doing the shit that you doing begging for money. That's what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I do content. I do real content on other shit. I have a host of other topics I talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really have like what is done known for talking about? Like really, for real.
Man, like the only thing I
Exa-
can think of, he talks about donations and what is it? His project
Umar,
Pick Me Up, but that's it. Yeah, and Umar too.
that's it. Like, dude, you known for not talking about anything um that's relatable to about you. Nothing like who is done. All we know you stand in that dingy ass room with clothes everywhere, dirty fucking clothes all over the place. You got lotion on the bed, so we already know what you got going on at night. Dude, like, like stop. You embarrassing yourself. And that's all I'm saying. I'm like, he's another one that thought that, all you got to do is do a YouTube show and people are just going to gravitate to you and give you cash apps and shit. I'm like, really done? Like done, really? Like do you really think that that alone is going to build your platform? And so this Negro tried to handicap me. Like literally, this tried to handicap me like basically 1 against 3 in a match, a fucking handicap match, because I have 1,360 plus subscribers and he got 269. That means he feel like I should do 5 times as much viewership than him. I'm like, nigga, please, are you serious? Like, dude, do you realize this is a small sector? You only gonna get so many people watching, no matter what your sub count is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Plus two, a, a plus two with that. I mean, as far as your channel goes, your channel caters to two sectors.
exactly. That's what I was trying to tell the dude. Like, dude, I'm like say like my girl up in here, my queen, China White. China White come from another sector, man. She not even my people from like earlier today when I did my live stream, BMT, Red Pill Finance, and Edward and all them. Those dudes come from my other sector, man. They not Umar Johnson um sector supporters and shit. They come from another
Right.
sector that if I'm talking about something they want to hear, they'll come in and support me. That shit happens almost every time I go live. I have at least 2 or 3 people. Like, let me see who else from the sector that's in here. Matter of fact, I just was talking to Brother Speak. Brother Speak come from the Manosphere. NC Worker. That's our Manosphere, man. These guys, I got people from the other sector that like to see me do, and I got people that like when I do Umar content or in this. They actually like, they kind of intrigued with this sector but they know it's not really that big. But they like to watch and see what the fuck we talking about and what we doing. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
but but to think that's just like saying like yesterday, right? He went live, right? Dunn had 13 subscribers watching him. When I went into the chat, 13 turned to 25. With me, and we were
Mhm.
going at it, right? When I left, it went right back down to 10 or 12 or 13, right? I went live later that day. I maxed out at 96 viewers at one time. My average was between 70 and 90. So I'm like, done. That letting you know, dude, you can't compete. Like, you're not drawing these numbers. I doubled what he did. I did a 2 hour, 40 minute live yesterday. Dunn did like 3 hours, almost 3 hours and 30 minutes. And I still had I more than doubled his viewership yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm like, Dunn, you're not gonna win. Like, and so what I gotta do now, this is what I'm like, like you keep changing the rules because I'm like, done. That means every time you go live, I gotta go live. Literally. Like, say if Dunn go live early in the day, I have to go live so that we can compare and contrast who did what that day. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't even really fair as far as I'm concerned. Cause I gotta
Right.
base,
Like,
huh?
oh, go ahead. Oh, go
Go,
ahead.
yeah, I'm like, I can't even. I gotta basically compare myself to your shit to see who won or lost. Like, really?
Right. Like, and plus, not only that though, but if the rules are y'all both have to go at the same time, well, it has to be a topic of some sorts for y'all to go live. But like if y'all just going on live saying, "Oh, hey guys, let's just have an open panel," I mean, there has to be some type of topic to get people to go in there. You get
Right?
what I'm saying? And but huh. As far as this whole ratings thing that y'all are having, it pretty much just have to be at the right time. So like if Don has a particular topic and he has time to go on, he'll go on. And if you have something to talk about, then y'all go on. And then, pretty much at the end of the month, y'all go ahead and add up your numbers of where the case is. But this whole thing of trying to be going on at the same time, especially, like with you work, Don, he claims that he works, and so
He claimed that's a big
yeah,
ass claim.
yeah, but I mean, but yeah, the whole thing trying to go up against each other at the same time, like that type of shit ain't gonna fly.
Yeah, I'm like, man, shut out the godson. He said Darrell is my dude, man. Low testosterone dudes are always coming, always aiming for his head. For real. I'm like, done. Like, dude, you already know, man. Like, look what happened to Binary. Look at the views he got over the weekend with my name in the title. Like, dude. And then you did in the I'm gonna tell you what happened. Like, dude, half of those people in the chat was people that actually support me, but they wanted to see what Binary. They wanted to know what the fuck he was gonna release that was gonna expose me. That's what everybody. He tried to keep the suspense, and I'm gonna say this: he actually did a good job by dragging it out the whole weekend. But when he released it, he shot blanks. That shit was anticlimactic. I'm like, they up there like, really? This is supposed to be the apocalypse. This is supposed to end DERELL YouTube career. I'm like, come on, man. Man, when I saw that shit, when I saw Shock'em Raw, and shout out to Shock'em Raw, man. I'm glad Shock'em Raw went and did a review of that shit. And he went in on binary ass too. He was
That
like,
dude
nigga, how
got
the fuck
pissed
you gonna
off.
huh?
He got pissed off that day. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, man. And see, at the time when he did it, Shaquille was more pissed off than me. But when I saw the chat, man, people in the chat room was like, nigga, are you serious? Fuck that motherfucker saying fuck them Asian people, fuck them. You know how people are already they talking about how the government trying to put the shit off on black people. Really, this is the shit that white people doing, but they trying to put it off on us like we the born being racist. How the fuck
Yeah.
we gonna be racist? Of all people in this country, how the fuck can black people be racist?
Yeah.
Oh man, niggas start putting in. I hear people typing in, man, fuck that. We went through 400 years of shit and this and that. Man, everybody was, man. That shit actually struck a nerve in the community, in the sector for the
But
time.
that's
Like,
what gets me though. But that's what gets me though. Again, it's like, bro, like you're black. And
yes,
granted, if it turns out if you're 25% Asian, you are seriously telling your audience that is black about stop the Asian hate. Nigga, do you not understand that you're black and your audience is black? Like, what the fuck are you trying to accomplish by doing that? That makes absolutely no damn sense. And with all that being said, that pretty much is telling me that he must think black people are dumb
yes, he
because
does. I
you know
really
what
do
I'm
think.
saying?
I really do.
And
He does. I really
yeah,
agree with that.
yeah, I mean, and that's pretty much that pretty much what got me turned off. You know, it's like, dude, like you're black and you're telling your audience that's black about stop the Asian hate. Like, really? Like,
Shit was
nigga,
silly,
like you need to
man.
stop.
He miscalculated that shit big time. Like that shit was a colossal mistake for him. I'm like, dude, you should be hiding right now instead of going on panels. Like you could teach he don't know what he's doing, man. He really don't.
Man, like we got too many green people in this sector. Reggie Bush, Don, Binary. I mean, shit. You know, like we're gonna have to start giving these people the rub. We got to show them the ropes, man. We got to show it to them like the territory days.
Yeah, man. These dudes acting like fucking what was the guy that was over NWA, not that so cricket, the Crockett family fucked up the money and shit traveling everywhere in the United States when they should have stayed in the on the east, the south and southeast. They acting like
Yeah,
Crockett. Once you make a little money, you want to go all over the country when you couldn't afford. That's how Crockett Promotions lost in WCW and NWA, because they
right,
they went all across. They went out of their territory trying to do what what WWE was doing. I mean, what
right,
at the time WWF trying to, but they couldn't afford the travel costs. The travel costs killed them, man. Where they was forced to sell it.
right,
So that's what these niggas, they overextending themselves. I've been identity withheld and by curious, they extending themselves instead of just stand in a lane, do your content, don't try to go against nobody, just build your audience. But nah, nigga, you want to fucking with people that's known at the top of the goddamn sector, thinking you can take their head and you gonna be at the top. Nah, it don't work like that.
mm-mm.
Like,
Nah,
dude,
like
I know my audience. I know my audience. I know what I can and can't do. Nigga, you learning what you can get, you know?
right, man. I
The dude
mean,
the,
it's
the,
just
the dude don't know his audience. To me, for
nah.
you to do that Asian Lives Matter shit, nigga, you don't know your audience.
Don't know your fucking audience. It's like, bro, you like you came into a fucking sector that's predominantly black and your ass was trying to do a stop the Asian hate campaign. It's like, what the fuck? You ain't you're not that smart. You're not that smart. And that was not a troll move. Quit trying to say that was a troll move. That was not a troll move. You was triggered. You was triggered by that.
Nigga, they got a dude in the Manosphere sector named Grandmaster Troll Kenneth Thomas. That
Oh
nigga
yeah.
know how to troll.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grandmaster Troll know how to troll. Nigga, you that shit. See, Grandmaster Troll don't go on panels.
Yeah.
Grandmaster Troll may go in the chat and look and see. He'll what he'll do is this, and this is what binary should be doing. What this dumb Negro, 75% Negro should be doing is going in the chat, just trolling through his words, whoever got the hottest show in the sect, that's what he should be doing content on and reviewing it. That's what he should be doing, because that's all Grandmaster Troll do. He'll go, he'll find information on people, or what he'll do, he'll go whoever got the hot panel or the hot topic, he'll cover that shit and troll it. That's it. And
Yeah,
the
like
dude, oh, go ahead.
oh, go ahead.
And he don't do a lot of live streams, man. Grandmaster Troll may do 2 or 3 live streams a week, but those live streams is covering major topics. So every time he go live, he got 100. He may have 100, 130, 140, 50 people watching, because everybody going to him to get like a review of what they may have missed during the week. See, that's what he
Yeah,
should be doing.
right. Like and see, going back to Grandmaster Troll, because I was seeing some of his live streams a few months ago, and one of the main things I noticed about Grandmaster Troll's lives is that he'll open up the panel and he would just let the panel just rock the fuck out. I mean, like there would be times everybody would just talk over each other all night long, and
Right.
Grandmaster Troll just let that shit ride. But see what Binary does, he tries to have a neutral platform and he tries to keep stuff under control, quote unquote. But that's not a troll. It's like, bro, like you can't play both ways. Either you're gonna be a troll or you're gonna be a content creator. You gotta pick one. Like you can't
Exactly.
be both. You can't be a troll when it's convenient for you, and then just all of a sudden you want to act human. It goes back to the wrestling references. Like you can't be the Undertaker on TV, then all of a sudden you're Mark Calloway that on the very next episode. That
Exactly.
ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man, and the thing that I don't get, man, like when you look at Grandmaster, you don't see Grandmaster Troll taking sides and arguing with
Nah,
people and shit. Grandmaster Troll sit back and let everybody act a damn fool, and,
yeah,
and let everybody do whatever. And he may come in and make a comment. He may make 2 or 3 comments the whole night between the panel, and or he may calm people down, or mute them if something get too out of control. That's it, and they
yeah,
love him for it. But no, this
yep,
Negro want to go and debate people. He want to go into the panels and try to argue with people and debate and say this and that, and showing references towards other groups of people that don't like him. Like, stop, man. Like, dude, you're not really. He's really not a troll. That's what he's shown me. Like,
nah,
he came on making people think he was a troll. In all actuality, he was biased as fuck, and he don't know how to make content.
nah, man. Like it's like you and me said earlier. The dude gonna be the next Reggie Bush. Watch, he gonna uh yeah, man, he gonna be the next Reggie Bush. I mean, like we all see, we all see who his mods are. Some AFW mods. You got
Right?
smoke gang people as they co-host. You got Rev G coming in there being all comfortable, want to get interviewed, but yet at the same time, like, but at the same time, I told Rev G, I was like, yo, Rev G, the door open, and then the next thing I knew, this dude on Binary thing. I'm like, oh, all right. Like it seemed like everybody's scared of me. I don't know why.
Rev G did yeah, he canceled that's what I'm saying, man. Dudes like that, they'll set up an interview with this sector, and then they'll cancel on the shit. But they'll go just jump on somebody else's platform, just spilling the beans about whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, like, you had an interview set up with this dude, and that dude just opted out with no cause.
Mm-mm.
I thought that was really fucked up.
Yeah, like in the top of questions Binary was asking them, I was pretty much saying to myself, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I pretty much see why you wanted to get interviewed by Binary, because Binary green at this shit. Because the top of questions I had,
Yeah,
shit.
man, Binary was asking some weak ass shit. Some shit that we already like that. He was asking questions about shit that everybody already knew the answer to. Wasn't nothing intriguing about any of those. He never did anything to like, say, for instance, if he trolling somebody, or whatever. He never said anything to me that was worth, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It just basically, it was to me a whole waste of time. I mean, like, you ask Rev G them vanilla ass questions, nothing talking about the kids that or at the school that he was at, or the young adults, his, shit that's going on with him, for as him, things he do. Like, that shit was vanilla as hell. Like, he never asked any questions about stuff that people really wanted to know about. That just basically sums it up. I thought the shit was funny. It was hilarious to me.
Yeah, man. But it's like I keep saying, man, it's like seeing like a lot of people scared, man. A lot of people scared to come holler at me, like I don't know, like I'm pretty not sure if they saw them documentaries or whatever, be like, oh damn, like he got a lot of dirt on us, shit, I don't know if I want
Right?
to go to this nigga. I don't
Man,
know.
man, I already know, man. I'm telling you, man. He probably thought you was gonna go at him, and you didn't. But he actually thought you was gonna do that. Like, I'm not just like, not everybody trying to, like. Do you understand? A lot of these people that can do that, they unemployed. They ain't got to answer to nobody if something go wrong.
Right.
Like, somebody of substance not gonna risk it like that. You know what I'm saying? And I assume for for your boy, he didn't want to ask those risky questions. He thought that if he asked safe questions, then that may up his stock in the state. But it didn't. Like, this is
Right.
YouTube, man. They want to see drama. They want to see action. Like, that's what they entertained at. And really, I can't tell somebody what they should and should not be entertained at. But the shit flopped, man. That shit flopped big time. That shit was in the dirt flop. And I was up there like
Right.
worrying, like, man, I wonder what this nigga gonna say about me, what I did. Then I saw when I saw that was, Rev G and his little antics, I'm like, man, this is just the same shit he been doing for years. Like, nothing new. We already know his talking points. He pro LGBT no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I just like, man, just let the dude ride it out. It ain't even, fucking with him on some other shit, because he gonna find a way to make it where he can still do his thing. But as far as Rev G, his channel shot too, as far as I'm concerned. What do you think?
Right. Like for some odd reason he deleted his channel. Now he comes back and like he basically got to start at square one. Just basically got to start at square one. But there was also a comment on one of my videos. That dude Albert Lanier.
Oh yeah, bitch ass Albert that showed up over the weekend, man. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up? What about
like
him?
yeah, like so like I think it was like the live I did about AAS 4-year anniversary. And
Right?
and there was a comment, Rev G made a comment towards the video, and me and him had a back and forth respectfully. And then this dude Albert Lanier comes in and tells Rev G, not me, but he tells Rev G about saying how people like me and others are like misogynistic and we don't care about women and all this other shit. And I'm like, okay. I was like, really, my dude?
That shit
I
was
was
some
like, oh,
hater shit he did. That shit was hating.
yeah, like, and yeah, like and I think it was in your chat. I don't know if it's in Shakim's chat or in your chat, but I was having some words with Albert Lanier, and then he started asking me saying, oh well, so you mean to tell me that you're the dude that made those docs? And I'm like, motherfucker, like you know who I am. It's like,
Exactly. That was a
you
dumbass
know,
question. You
yeah,
you gonna
like
ask the dude that you know damn well you made that it was you that made the videos and pretend like you didn't know that was him. Like, really?
yeah. Yeah, like and then he made that one dumbass comment saying that it's a woman's choice to court a man. I was like, oh my God.
A court a man, huh? That shit don't even sound right. Man's supposed to
No.
court women, man. Who the fuck, like, what woman? Well, Stargate a court a man. We all know the consequences of that.
Yo, but that's just the thing. Like, these are the type of people we dealing with. We dealing with motherfuckers who seriously gonna say that it's a woman's choice to court a man. And it's like, no, like that's not how the shit work. And it really gives me full more context about why these people don't like Dr. Umar Johnson that much, but yeah, man, it's just crazy.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
shit
it's
was
just
funny,
crazy.
man. Hold on, let me let somebody. Who's this? A conundrum coming up? What's up, conundrum?
What's going on?
What's up, man?
Man, I was listening in and I heard Rev G's name and I had when you guys were discussing the topic earlier. And me and the gentleman was having a very civil discussion about an allegation that he made. Now, I'm not too familiar with Poetic Flacco, but I do recall hearing something relative to threats of rape. Okay, I heard
Right.
I heard anti-Africa mention it, but I just happened to come across one of Rev G's thing when he was talking about violence against women and this and that, and he was talking about that Poetic Flacco can be arrested for threats of rape. So I asked
Right.
him, well, bruh, what is the statute? What is the statute on that? What is the federal statute on that, or the local state statute? And he continued to dance around the fact that there is no statute, and he couldn't Google one. So he kept giving me all this bullshit, and he thought I was trolling. I said, no, man, I'm not trolling you. I'm actually trying to put you in a position that will make you say that, damn, bro, I was wrong. So I just kept asking him, just give me the statute and I'll be good with that. And he said, I'm trolling. So it really rung a bell, which is there's a difference between the anti-fraud warriors and those people that are on the opposition. The people that are anti-fraud warriors do not believe in retracting anything they put out that's false. And those motherfuckers refuse to read anything if it's in big black bold letters. I'm serious,
Right.
bro.
Right.
And if it goes against their narrative, they refuse to say, hey man, I was wrong. So I know Rev G might be listening. Rev G, you're talking to a legal scholar in that chat. And I just want you I'm not saying you're a lie. I'm just asking you to educate me on this particular statute that there isn't. Now there's a threat of rape that is mixed with coercion, meaning that, hey, if you don't do this, I'm going to rape you. That's
Yep.
a threat of rape through coercion. But as far as somebody say, hey man, I'm gonna fuck your bitch, that could be considered in his mind a threat of rape. That is not an actual statute. There's no actual statute that supports that. He then goes in his Google search. He finds an article about someone online that was threatening to rape, and there was an arrest. I said, brother, if you just read that article, the guy was arrested for harassment, not for threats of rape. That's a totally different, and he never came back. The gentleman thought I was trolling, but actually I know the deal. The deal was he got cornered, and he just didn't want to admit to it.
Yeah, it's just all getting back into a corner. And the whole conversation you're talking about, actually did see that conversation you had with him, and I was just like, man, like, it's always.
Was I disrespectful?
No, you wasn't. You wasn't.
And I was just and I explained to her, brother, I'm not trolling. I'm just asking you to educate me on something that you know that I don't. If I know something that you don't, I'm not going to be defensive because you're asking me. Now it becomes a problem when I ask you what's 2 + 2 and you tell me it's 4, and I continue asking the same fucking question over and over again. If I'm telling you I don't know, don't assume that I know. Just tell me whatever that fact is. and they have learned the art of dancing around facts.
Right.
They want to dance around facts, and that's the bottom line. But hey, on another note, bro, this thing with the BLM founder, have you read about that?
Yeah, I have.
DERELL, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Go ahead.
Yeah, did you read about the BLM founder?
The founder of the female.
Yeah, did you read about what has happened with her recently?
Nuh-uh. What happened?
She purchased her fourth home, her fourth $1 million home
Are you
in the
fucking kidding
last
me?
5 years.
Off of
Do
George
me a favor,
Sorrow's
just Google
money?
it.
Off of George Sorrow's money?
Well, the thing about it is, it hasn't been confirmed where she got the money, but I guarantee you, Anti-Africa is not going to do an investigation and ask the community come around and rally around taking this woman down.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. They will not fucking
it
do
makes,
that.
It makes you, and I mentioned this once before. There was a gentleman at Howard University where my youngest daughter attends. This guy got a hold of student loans for students who weren't returning back to school. All right.
Right.
And it was, I think he got a hold of maybe $300,000. And this
Wow.
fur coats. He bought
What the fuck?
he bought a Range Rover. He bought all kind of shit.
Man,
And
you tell that's some
I
niggas,
pointed
boy.
out that whenever you come into money, it changes the way that you live. And if someone wants me to believe that Umar Johnson has stolen any money or misused any money, show me a change in his lifestyle. And no one can say it. So to offset that, they want to say that he has a drug problem that no one can prove that he actually has. So in order to cast doubt on or to throw shade on that, you can't necessarily say that his lifestyle has changed. They want to say that he's using the money in some way that cannot be proved.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Which is asinine. But I just want to put that
DA,
in,
what
man.
you think about that, man? I'm speechless.
I mean, you know, like it's not really surprising because, you know, like if anybody has a brain, you know, like a lot of us should have been skeptical about the Black Lives Matter movement pretty much from the very beginning. And it's pretty much what Conundrum said. No way Anti-Afro, King Kong Crazy, Lennon Honor, nobody is going to cover that as far as the anti-fraud warriors. And you know what? As a matter of fact, if Lennon Honor was smart, he would cover that as if he was doing an Umar Johnson video. Now, if it turns out if Lennon Honor covers that for a whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I pretty much guarantee that he may get the most money that he ever made doing super chats.
It won't happen. Let me explain to you why. Let me explain to you why Anti-Africa and Lennon Honor or anyone else would not cover this as an ongoing story, because it does not contain the destruction or the horrible view of a black man.
Right.
Exactly.
They'll never
What's up,
touch it.
DHS? Man, that shit ridiculous, man. But that's the truth, man. Conundrum, you just straight up saying the truth. Straight up.
Right. Like, you know, as a matter of fact, you know, it may not happen as far as them covering it, but for me, you know, like I really do think the sector really has to push that issue though. You know, like whenever the anti-fraud warriors say something about Umar, you can automatically say, well, wait a minute, you know, like there's this lady out here and she just bought 4 houses worth almost $4 million. Y'all gonna cover that? But yet at the same time, y'all out here worrying about a dude buying a building for $400,000. We talking about $4 million damn dollars.
Let me get ahead of this, and let me get ahead of this, and I can
Right.
tell you where it was shift to. It was shift to it was shift away from the money itself, and it was shift directly to him out here faking to be a therapist. That's where it was shift to.
Cool.
I, I, I'm I'm telling you, I see this shit before it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I would shift to. But regarding the color, whatever her name is, for Black Lives Matter, brother. The crazy part about it is I gave them $2,000. I did. I wrote it off
2000.
too. Yeah, I gave BLM $2,000 when they first started raising money. This is right after Michael Brown was murdered. I gave them $2,000. Now here's the funny part. Do I regret giving it to him? Nope. Will I give it to him again? Fuck no. I have that right, and that's for anybody else that donates to Umar Johnson. If you don't feel that your donation is doing what it's supposed, you have that right not to donate again. But guess what? I can't do. I can't call Black Lives Matter and tell them I want my fucking money back. That's not the way it works. I gave a donation. There's a difference. I didn't make an investment. I gave a donation. And people don't understand the difference.
Right.
I mean,
Yo,
I feel what
D,
you're saying. Go ahead, BA.
yeah, like there's Shock and Raw in the chat, like I'm not sure if you want to drop the link or not. Damn, I think DERELL went back to sleep. Oh, never mind.
No, I dropped, man. I had the thing on mute, man. I'm sorry about that.
Oh,
But
I got you.
dropped the link for Shaquem. But what I was saying was that, man, that's messed up, man. I really think for her to basically, like, she wasn't even being conservative. You buy 4 fucking houses, and Black Lives Matter only been out for what, 5 years?
Yeah, going on 6.
That's
Michael
fucked
Brown,
up, man.
yeah.
That's really fucked up.
Now the parents of Michael Brown, I think that they have they're raising an issue with
Benjamin
Black Lives
Trump.
Matter because they want some. No, yeah, I think they're going through Benjamin Crump. I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think. But I've always asked anybody who can tell me whose funeral has BLM assisted with covering financially.
They don't know, and nor did they ever ask.
There was a young kid that was his dad was in a gang in Chicago. I can't remember the name, but I'm sure if you can Google just the parts of the story. He was 9 years old and they couldn't get to his dad. And so they found him, and he knew somebody that one of the dad's friends knew him, but this was also one of the dad's enemies that wanted to kill him. So they lured the kid into an alley and shot him at point blank range to get back at the father. And this kid was 9 years old, and the parents reached out to yeah. If you Google 9-year-old shot in Chicago, it'll come up.
Man, that's horrible, man.
But Umar Johnson's taxes on a building is more important.
Yeah, they're supposed to
serious.
be truly trying to rid the community of fraud, but they talk about one person.
But my main question is, if you can tell me what would change in the community if Umar Johnson said fuck it today or tomorrow and decided to go to Africa and never come back, what would change in the Black community? If someone could tell me that, man, I will probably be on their side.
Right. I mean, because I pretty much been making a joke about this for a while, but there'll be times where I was like, well, shit. I mean, like they're acting like as if Umar Johnson goes away, or if they somehow, some way put him in jail, then white supremacy gonna end or some shit. That's how dedicated they are with this shit. When there's plenty of worse shit going on out here, way worse shit with more proof.
I think I mentioned before in the chat when we were talking about Let Me See Your Cinnamon Rolls.
That's a good one.
Where there was another where the young lady was on the same conversation, and was on the same chat, and she was chiming in from New Mexico. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. New Mexico is ranked number 49th in the country in education, and you mean to tell me that someone on the other side of the country who has a building that could possibly hold 200 to 300 children, you mean to tell me that is more important than the miseducation of black children in New Mexico?
Obviously, it is to them. You know, not to the rest of us.
Blackdom, I think it's Blackdom, New Mexico. Is a Blackdom, New Mexico is a unique area, just like Seneca Village that was in New York, Treme in New Orleans. It was a predominantly black community. It was just like Tulsa, Oklahoma, and they're still there, and it's still the bottom of the map when it comes to education. But Umar Johnson is more important.
Wow, good observation, man. I don't know, man. Like, people have ulterior motives why they do shit, man. It's a damn shame. People try to scam the black community like they, and they think there's supposed to be no reprimand for it.
But you know something, it's an easier fight to deal with things that are closer to you than to deal with things that are not close to you. And it makes, I mean, it's just common sense. Why would I try and deal with, I'm from New Orleans, but I reside in the state of Washington. We're ranked number 4 in education. There's really nothing for me to.
Hello? Conundrum. Damn, BA, can you hear him?
Nah, I think the ancestors got him.
Damn, he was talking too much truth. They like, hey, don't say too much. Shit. Yeah. Like, for real, though. What's Shotgun Riot? I thought he was going to come up.
Not sure.
Yeah, man. So I guess, but yeah, man, the sector, man, this shit is funny with these guys. But that Black Lives Matter person, I'm going to have to read up on that. Because they always give clues. They always like to say, your son, I almost lost my train of thought. Damn, he dropped off.
Yeah, like I'm not sure if he's gonna come back in or not.
Yeah, okay, but I mean, people get that money, man, and they lose their mind. Money can bring out the worst in you. You back, brother?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, go ahead.
What happened? No, I mean, I was done, man. I just, I'm just trying to figure out, other than someone being upset because of your success, I'm trying to figure out how stopping Umar Johnson would better the black community. And I'm open to any suggestion. I really am.
Now, BA, anything? Oh, no, you're not backstage, brother. Shotgun Ross saying he backstage, but I don't see him backstage. He must be coming late.
I'm very disappointed in that young brother.
Oh, Shakim?
Yeah, man. Shakim has talents that I don't think he's fully aware of. I really think that Shakim needs to go ahead and stop the bullshit and go to law school.
Oh yeah, but he said he's going to medical school and law school. He's gonna do one and then do the other one.
Shakim has more brains than most attorneys that I've met in the last 25 years.
Mm.
I mean, that's just my observation. And I told him, man, I hate to see that you're wasting your time. This may be fun for him, but I think that he should really apply himself to going into law. He has all the traits. You know what I'm saying? It's the equivalence of you seeing someone that can run really really fast, can jump really really high, and do all of these amazing um, uh, uh, um, all these amazing things physically, but the person's not interested in sports. That's how I look at him.
Right?
He has some serious thinking skills,
Yeah, he
and
very
I just
insightful.
very. I mean, me and the brother, we talk for we talk for a little while. I could have given him more information regarding the indigency form that was filled out for the lawsuit, but I just mentioned it to him. I said, hey man, look, start here, and it'll tell you a lot. That's all I gave to him.
Right?
When I didn't think he'll come back with the information that he did. Motherfucker did. Not only did he come back with information, he came back with that he could discover. So I mean, the brother is really on his shit, man. I really would love to see him do more.
Well, we got Shock M here.
What's up, Shock?
He must be on mute.
What's up, Shock and Ron?
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, you good, brother.
Yeah, we hear you now.
Hi. Hey, what's up, y'all? Peace be DERELL. Peace be
What's
accountable.
happening?
Peace
What's
be
happening?
Dundrum. Hey, it's my birthday. I'm feeling good. I'm 26 today, so I just wanted to
Happy
stop.
birthday, brother.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
man.
Happy Earth Day.
Aries Nation.
Aries Nation. Hey, thank you, Conundrum, bro. You know what? Let me say this. So, like, the amount of people that keep telling me I need to be doing something else is like, it's like ridiculous at this point. So I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. I hear you loud and clear.
No, continue doing what you do. As far as your fight on your platform, I just think that the community is really they really need someone of your tenacity. Don't stop doing what you're doing. I don't want you to don't stop doing what you're doing. I just really think that you really have some serious thinking abilities, man. And I really think that you should get into law.
Yeah, I am. So my plan is to go to medical school first and then do the law. I don't know which one would make more sense, like the order that you should do it in. I'm not sure, but I should have my bachelor's degree by next year, so I gotta figure it out soon. But I also wanted to add, did you see the lawsuit that I filed today?
Yes, I
Anybody?
did.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the only reason I brought that up was because when I did more research on the law for mail fraud, I learned about like conspiracy. So like conspiracy is like you don't have to actually do the crime. According to the law, you do not have to do any particular act. All you have to do is
no.
That's all you have to do.
It's the bare bones of conspiracy is the agreement between two or more parties in furtherance of that agreement. So if you and I, if all four of us say, hey man, we're gonna rob a bank and then later on we're gonna split the money. All right, I'll go rob the bank by myself. And y'all don't know anything, and y'all don't know I'm gonna rob it by myself. But once it's robbed, and once I rob it, and I get caught, I can include you guys in it. It's just that simple. You have a responsibility to report that or verbally back out of it, and it has to be carried out in that manner. But If I go and rob a bank, if we talk about robbing a bank, and that's the agreement, and then I go rob a bank, you guys don't know that I'm going to rob the bank, I can include you guys in that crime. It's unfortunate, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I got a friend. Excuse me, smoking too much. I was talking to my friend. He actually robbed Walmart. So he was a manager at Walmart, and he came up with a plan to basically, rob the safe. So what he did was he had his homeboy, like, basically drop him off and wait outside for him with the book bag. So he didn't actually commit the robbery. It was him and two other of his homeboys. They were all my age and younger, like 22, 23. And what ended up happening was they all ended up going to jail for, I don't know, conspiracy to commit robbery or something like that. So, like, what you're saying, like, I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen in the Black community many times. Like, one person will actually do the crime, but, they found text messages, like, they found emails, they found out, like, so much shit about his friends. So he got his friends caught up, and he got a bunch of other people caught up. So with this case, one thing I noticed is a pattern of mail fraud. I mean, so many documents have Umar Johnson's P.O. box on it, and it's like nobody noticed that. And I just couldn't believe that went over so many people's heads, at least on that side, because they claim to be so intellectual, and especially Smoke Thug. Smoke Thug tried to tell me I didn't have a case just because he feel like, oh, okay, I'm a criminal justice major.
Just out of curiosity, where does Smoke Thug get his law degree from?
North Carolina A&T.
He doesn't have a law degree. He has a criminal justice degree. And
once again,
a lot of people with criminal justice backgrounds or political science backgrounds, they think that they are qualified to give legal advice or to do legal paperwork. But those are some of the worst performers when it comes to the law school exam. They don't always do well. So I've had multiple people, including Argus Archibald and Anti-Afro Svengali, try to intimidate me and try to tell me that I don't have a right to contact a judge. And I've been threatened and told, well, we will call the U.S. Marshals on you and call the FBI if you try to write a judge. And I'm just like, no, bro. I looked up the shit and it said I have a right. Anybody has a right. Everybody. That's what everybody needs to know.
Everybody. On average, every judge that presides over a case, I would say for every 5 cases that a judge presides over, where the criminal defendant is currently incarcerated, he'll get 3 letters out of the 5 of those criminal defendants, especially those that are trying to plead guilty. Judges get letters all the time. The judge has a responsibility to make that letter a part of the record. Now, if a judge gets a letter and does not make it a part of the record, that becomes a hell of an issue, because at that time the judge violates one of the judicial canons, which is the judge must avoid any appearance of impropriety. And by that judge getting a letter from a defendant and not making it a part of the record, the opposition can say that what the judge did was improper.
Exactly. It would be unethical for a judge to say, oh, you're being charged with this crime, but I don't want to hear anything you have to say. I only want to hear the plaintiff. You know what I'm saying? So just the fact that Argus Archibald, aka David Bruce, aka some other person, I'm going to find out who you are, because I have a subpoena. I have a subpoena document that I filled out today, where I'm asking for electronic communications to be delivered, and I want the actual first and last legal name of Argus Archibald. I want it. I'm entitled to it. So you can say you're not going to win, but I am going to win. And I don't even need a lawyer, but I'm going to get one just because I have the money. So
let me ask you a question, Shot. Did you get the receipt from the filing of the indigent form? Now, even if the person was allowed to proceed as an indigent, they still have to have a receipt that has zeros on it. Now, you have to find out whether or not the person, whoever got the receipt, had to have signed off on it.
Right.
yeah,
Man.
I don't have a receipt. I just they told me
It exists.
Okay.
It exists. It definitely exists.
So you're saying like you're talking about the receipt as far as how it was received from the court?
No. Once the defendant is allowed to proceed as an indigent, that has to be filed with the clerk of court. Okay, the clerk of court will then give that from the first filing, is going to give them a receipt that they have filed this or that, and it'll have a zero balance. So say for instance, for example, let's say for instance, if you run a business and the business has checks and balances, and I tell DERELL he can go over there and have a free hamburger. Okay, if he goes there and that business operates off of checks and balances, they're gonna produce a receipt and just write zero balance at the bottom, because something has to be able to check off. Otherwise, somebody could actually say, well, hey, he filed for this. Well, I mean, some attorneys pay for their filings in cash. So what stops the clerk from writing zero on it and taking the cash and putting it in their pocket? You follow? There's a receipt that exists.
See, I didn't know that. So okay, that's something else. So would I have to pay for that? Because let me tell you what happened.
No.
So I mailed my request. I mailed my request to get the document into the court, and it was only 20 cents to get the document. So I went to get a money order. But the money order person wanted the money order for 20 cents. So I said, okay, just make it $1. So I mailed it into the court, and the court said, no. They're like, no, we're doing too much. We can't do that. So now I have to. That's what I said. Yeah, I had to remail it.
It has to be. You can request a digital file to be sent to you, but as federal court, they may not do that either. But I do know for certain that it has to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's interesting. Man,
yeah, 20 cents.
Man, I've been through so much court stuff from a business and professional standpoint. It's ridiculous. Man, I've had court where they've had filmed the stuff by way of a camcorder and everything live. I had to do something where they this was actually before COVID. I've had multiple things, man, as far as, civil suits, me suing somebody suing me. Like, man, really, like, I've seen this never in my life, man. I'm be honest with you. Have I seen somebody like August Archibald, if that's the person, going under, was David Bruce? What the hell the name was, Shaquem?
Yeah. So when they sent what they did was they mailed in a copy of a complaint that they filed in Delaware. They mailed it to Umar Johnson's P.O. box under the name August Archibald, but the return address was David Bruce in New Jersey. So I don't even know if that's real. I don't even know if David Bruce is a real name either.
Yeah, that shit is crazy, man. I never seen no shit like that before in my life, man. I'm just being honest. That's some goofy ass shit, man.
Here's the question that I've always wanted. What were the supposed damages that they were suing for?
I know that August Archibald was saying that he donated $1,200 to Umar Johnson.
And welcome to the club.
Here's the thing. And I think this person just got some bad fucking advice from somebody, and just for someone to sue for the return of a donation, I can honestly say, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but somebody is fucking stupid. By that, I'm serious, and I'm going to apologize to whomever in advance. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just
just
speaking
hey,
what's on
shit, just
my mind.
do you, man. Say what's on your mind. Fuck it.
By
Just
that, I mentioned it before. There's a situation called Field of Dreams, that of which I donated to, but it was a spearhead by Marshall Falk it was a football field in New Orleans, Carver High School, that there were a little over $1 million donated for a football field, and poof, all the money vanished in thin air. When I
right?
tell you, you looked it up also, did DERELL? After I told you the first time?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. The money just disappeared out of thin air. Nobody knows where the money went. So now, Carver High School, which is a charter school under, what's the name of the charter network there? Under Collegiate Academies. That's who was that's who was behind it all. So keep in mind that charter schools are businesses. They have money. So if this lawsuit would have went through by all.
Are you there? Damn, he just went off in the middle again. Let me see. And look at August Archibald again. Again, with all due respect, you don't know the whole story. Once this ridiculous lawsuit is dropped, I will tell. See, he keeps saying this bullshit about Shaquem dropping the lawsuit, and all of a sudden you're gonna tell everything. You a goddamn lie.
That's got to be a troll, man.
Man, that's anti-Afro Spengali dumbass. The dude ain't dropping it. No, y'all getting a taste of your own medicine.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just crazy. I mean,
This shit
like
is
that
funny,
whole entire.
man.
Yeah, I mean, like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, man. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So just a short recap. By that logic that Archibald is suing for his donation back, that means that all of the people that donated to this Field of Dreams is entitled to their money back. Also, do you know how many church members actually leave a church because pastor bought a brand new Benz?
Hell yeah.
A tithe and an offering is a donation.
Right.
You're not entitled. You're entitled to sue for an investment in return, but not a donation. That's why I've been telling people from day one. If you donate something to somebody, if you give a bum on the corner $10 because he say he need to buy some food for his family, and catch him in the store buying liquor, if you take that money back from him, you could be charged with armed robbery, with strong armed robbery.
Right. Man, it's crazy, man. This whole lawsuit shit. This shit is like a soap opera saga. Just from the start when they filed that bullshit ass report, thing, man. That shit has swindled downhill since then. Like for real, this shit is embarrassing. Like
You know what I noticed? I noticed that Anti-Africa always makes it sound as if she has an inside scoop to the Federal Bureau of Investigation and other law enforcement agencies. Like she's talking to somebody and she doesn't want to reveal a source and this, and that's bullshit, man. And if people can't see through that shit, I got a bridge in Wyoming I want to sell them.
Hey, man. They I guess whatever they think is going to uplift the race, man. They willing to go all in, like even on their side, man. But it's funny how a lot of these people all on that side, they all think, talk, and act the same, man. Ain't no diversity in how they, although they claim to be open to everybody.
I can tell you what I've noticed for the very first time in a long time. Anti-Africa is making content. She's squeezing in content that involves things other than Umar Johnson, and she's not the only one that's doing that. Have you noticed that?
Right? Yeah.
But once again, her listeners are not into that shit. They really want to destroy a black man.
That's it. And that's the overall goal.
Mm-hmm.
She made that very first video she made about Derek Chauvin, where she's doing a commentary. She had one comment and 10 views after the goddamn thing sat for about 10 hours.
Damn. Shit, she spent more time over here than that. Shit. She
Yeah, I know
sat in the
she's probably
tap for
listening
damn
to
near
this shit.
20 minutes.
But you know what? The funny part about it is, she refuses to talk to anyone on the opposition, which I find is very interesting.
For real. I feel you.
Well,
There's,
the thing about it is she got on live today like, I don't engage in enemy live streams. I don't go to enemy chats. But that's totally false because we have proof that she has troll accounts and she literally in her emails, she watches every video that we all do. She timestamps them and she sends them to her email list. Like that woman, she in her mind, I guess we could talk about psychology because I love having DERELL around when I get these psychological gems in my head. But like the psychology of like when people, what is it called when people like to keep up an image or persona or
identification.
Identification. So like, with her, it's like she has to keep up the persona that she's better than everybody. So she doesn't go over to the dumpster, you know what I'm saying, with the trash. She's above all that, but it's not true. So it's like for her, I don't know what it is psychologically that her defense mechanism as far as like why she has to like pretend for the audience that she doesn't even know who these people are. She doesn't mention them by name. She doesn't go to their chat. She doesn't go to their comment section. She doesn't care who these people are. But behind the scenes, it's the total opposite when it comes to what she actually does.
Right. Yeah, I bet you that woman. I bet you that woman has a vibrator named Umar. Because there's. I'm serious. I mean, I can't think of how long has she been at how long has she been at the Umar Johnson, anti-Umar Johnson? How many years?
Yep. Probably 7 years, she says.
Yeah, it's 7 years, she said.
And how many and of those 7 years, how many videos have Umar Johnson dedicated to anti-Africa herself?
He's probably mentioned her once or twice.
Oh, no. Not mentioning. I'm talking about where there's a post that says anti-Africa, kick our ass, or some shit like that. How many videos has he made? That, huh?
As far as videos, zero. But like for like IG posts and stuff like that, there was a few.
Yeah, I mean, but actually taking time to create a video, make thumbnails. That is the purest form of someone having their dick in your mind. I can't think of any better way to put it. She's literally being mind fucked by the ghost of Umar.
Right. Man, this shit is so bad. I really do think, man, if anybody was to go into her home and check out, I really think she got Umar shit posted all on the walls. She got a fucking scale of all of us on there with our picture and shit. I really think she's doing some old fucking sociopathical type shit, man. I really do think so.
It almost almost makes you think if anti-Afro is like a secret baby mama to Umar Johnson or something.
I
Right.
feel you.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But like I said, what I found is that those people that are at the forefront of anti-Umar are people that work in that same field.
Right.
And they're just not happy with the attention that he gets from other people. Um, I put to rest how this guy makes his money, and I don't think I should have did that, but I think that was just me blurting out of the head. I was at I actually went to three of his lectures. I went to Alcorn, and I went to the two in the river parishes, and I watched this guy sell books. Now, someone's telling me, well, what, it don't have any references, it don't have any citations. Well, fuck, neither does the Bible. But that don't stop Reverend Lowdown from preaching on Sunday.
Right.
So, he's selling books and shit. And at that time, I said, I'm in the wrong goddamn business.
I feel you, man. This shit is just totally crazy, man. From the fucking Archibald or everything else that she's done, the shit don't make no sense. That's just bottom line.
So, DERELL, what do you think homegirl is getting the money from for BLM?
George Soros.
You think she's
Hello?
in George Soros's pocket?
She getting funded by George. George Soros known for supporting these groups and shit. That's where she getting the money from, man.
I find it very, very, very strange, man, that this woman who is fighting at the behest of black people who have died at the hands of these white supremacists,
right?
And she's fighting for the causes of black people, but she's had 4 fucking opportunities to move near black people, and she didn't.
Of course not, because that's not her intentions.
But you know something. That's why I can't take seriously those athletes who want to talk about black issues. Say they're in the corner of black people, but as soon as they get a nickel over fucking mortgage money, they move away from black people.
Yeah, that's a nigga for you. That's the kind of shit.
I know Ice Cube tried to stay when he was in California, but he left. I don't know what his reason for leaving though. But Fats Domino, the singer, he said that it doesn't matter how much money he has, he'll never move from away from his people, from black people. And guess what? When he died in the lower Ninth Ward in New Orleans, the same place he moved to in the 50s with as a millionaire.
Right. But see, they don't make them like that no more, man, to have that type of loyalty.
So yeah, so George Soros, huh?
Yeah, George Soros. That's the largest donor, excuse me, of the Democratic Party. And matter of fact, George Soros donate to I've heard some stuff about what's the chick that do the ADOS, Yvette Cornell. I've heard stuff about him donating to her for the ADOS movement.
I just find it interesting, man. But homegirl and her wife or husband or whatever the fuck you want to call it,
right,
is living high, huh?
Man, I never forget, man. I learned this from a diehard ADOS person, man. They sent me some shit and they showed, I forgot the name of the organization. It's some kind of little organization that gave her some shit to start off with, man. I was like, ain't this a bitch? I'm gonna have to look for that video, man. I never forget. I looked at that video like back in 2018 to 2019. I was like, damn. And I went to Adolph's rallies in Houston. But she being funded. She's being funded by a small group that wanted her to talk about this.
man. So I don't know, but I know she got some explaining to do.
Somebody got bad feedback.
That's probably me. Hold on a second. What about Don? You good?
Okay, go ahead.
I said, yeah, she has some explaining to do, man. And she better do the shit fast. Because I think BLM is gonna start losing a lot of support.
They should have been lost. They should have been lost support. The fucking tennis ain't nothing about what they basically claim they're about.
Well, I mean, I've read their mission statement. I don't know if they've changed it in the last maybe year and a half, but I read their mission statement. And the mission statement ain't got shit to do with black men.
Right?
Have you ever read their mission statement?
Read what?
Their mission statement.
Yeah. The mission statement didn't have shit about black men in it.
Nope, but hey.
Had everything about fucking homogeneity and all this shit about what gender you want to be and all this other shit. That shit was fuck. To me, that should have killed that group. Talking about irrelevant shit to the majority of our population. Shit was crazy, man. But they took the money, so.
I bet they did.
It's crazy. It's really crazy how like there's so much money when a black person dies. Like even when George Floyd died, I think he got like $2 million on GoFundMe. So like with a lot of our struggles, there's a lot of money that comes as a result of those struggles. So when you look at this particular situation with this lady buying millions of dollars of homes, in the public, you're thinking, oh, this lady's an activist or she's a founder of a black movement. You know what I'm saying? But it's really a cash grab. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm glad she's being exposed. I really am, because, they need to really dig into Black Lives Matter finances. Because I remember they had a whole day with blackout where they blacked out Instagram and social media for a whole day. And even when I forgot what the situation was, but it was a lot of donating going on a couple months ago, like millions, like companies like Twitter and Facebook and like a lot of big companies were just donating millions of dollars. And it's like that money never comes back to the black community. Never comes back.
Never.
Well, if they ever did an investigation on Black Lives Matter, it would be pegged and defended by them as a mission of done by white supremacists. In an effort to stop people from asking those difficult questions.
Right. Like they scared, man. They scared that they may wake up Griselda Blanco, man. You ask a crazy question, she might have to put that hand on your eliminate you like some of these guys that went through on their content.
They may do like Rev G did me when he had a question that he couldn't answer. Are you trolling me? Some funny ass shit, man.
Yeah, it's just so the black community doesn't even have to be in today, because there's been a lot of money. There's been a lot of money, even off the deaths of these young black people. That even in death, I believe like death is actually a good thing. So like even in death has mobilized millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars. So for us to still be in a situation where we're in today, as far as the poverty, as far as the lack of education, and stuff like that. It's like they're letting those people die for no reason because they died. You can't bring them back. When they died, their death mobilized resources, money, media attention. There could have been different bills that could have been drawn up. Like Joe Biden, a lot of people don't know Joe Biden wrote the crime bill in 1994. So Joe Biden is a serial crime bill writer. Like that is where he started. And for us to have a black woman as a vice president who's not bringing forth any bills or legislation, because Kamala is famous for her legislation. So it's like, I just think the money that's being raised, I'm so happy this lady got exposed. Like, I feel like it's only fair to the people that have lost their lives. You know, it's only fair, and it's just for them to be exposed, because all of that money, man, they could have built a whole new, like a modern Black Wall Street. They could have re-urbanized the Black community without gentrifying it in several urban cities. You know what I'm saying? There's so much, like, all those millions of dollars. We don't have to be in the situation that we don't have to be in a situation. The money's there.
You know what would have been ideal? You know what would have been ideal if Black Lives Matter would have purchased St. Paul's College.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been ideal. Not I'm not saying purchase it for Umar Johnson. Just purchase it for the purposes of creating that. I mean, you're actually going to taking that college campus and made a complete community out of it. It had everything that was needed for a community, right?
Right.
You could have built the community from ground up right there.
Yep. Yeah. So I hope. What do you think is going to happen? What do you think is going to happen as far as restitution? So where would that money be redirected to? I guess.
But for Black Lives Matter, I can tell you what's going to happen. She's going to be asked to step down, and she's not. She's going to watch BLM pretty much burn to the fucking ground.
Mm-hmm.
Her integrity is not there. You know, if you'd have had a white woman or a white man in this position, they would have resigned just for the purposes of keeping those finances going. Like your boy Papa John, he founded that damn company, and he fucking stepped down when he got some heat.
Exactly.
From his own company.
But as far as the money, because it's the money, like, what happens to that?
It's donated money. Now, once you get on the other side of the tax barrier, where they're actually using that money to fund the actual Black Lives Movement, if I'm not sure if anybody will be digging from that point to see if there's any funds that's being misappropriated. But once you get to a point where they're actually figuring out how money is being distributed within Black Lives Matter that has formed as a company or corporation, you know, that shit could get very, very tricky. It really could. If I'm not mistaken, there's a guy who just got indicted from donated money, but he formed a company with that money, and he bought something personal with that money. This shit just happened over the last month. No, for the last 2 or 3 weeks.
How much they said he stole?
How much they said he stole? $300,000.
Yeah, and in this case,
I'm not from my computer. I'm not from my computer, so somebody can look it up.
With Black Lives Matter, we're talking about dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Multiple organizations in multiple different states. So it may be in the billions. Who knows? But I'm just saying, you know, when we talk about people like George Soros, those are big donors. The Ford Foundation, those are big donors. So that's why I'm just curious, you know, for them to expose her, that's going to open up Pandora's box, because now they have to look into they have to look into where everything has been purchased, and everything has to match the tax documents, right?
Right.
Everything is going to have to be investigated. Like you can't half-ass. You can't say this woman embezzled $4 million for a property and not look into the other leaders of the organization. And then you got to look into the donors because they're writing this shit off on their tax, right?
All right. Let me set a record straight real quick before there'd be a shitload of videos in the next 48 hours that's going to try and cross what we're talking about. If you try to relate this to Umar Johnson's situation, Umar Johnson, the difference is Umar Johnson is raising money to open a school. If you compare that to this woman raising money to for Black Lives Matter, once Umar Johnson's once he opens a school, once he opens a school, and that school starts operating as a business, then he's held to some regulations. This lady, or Carla, whatever her name is, she raised money for to create Black Lives Matter. Then once it formed the company, she's held to certain regulations. Umar Johnson has not made it to that status yet. He's still raising money to open a school. Once that school opens, then it starts operating as a business, then he's held to some different regulations. So I don't want anybody to say, well, but she did the same thing Umar Johnson did. She misappropriated money. Nah, it's different. Very different.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I agree. We talk about the amount of money that we're talking about. Black Lives Matter. Let me just do a quick Google search.
No. I was what I was pointing out was that I didn't want people to call us hypocrites by saying that we're questioning what she's doing. We're questioning what she's doing money after she has formed a corporation.
Right.
All right. Not as she. In other words, if you and I, if I'm raising money to buy a car and I don't have a driver's license, well, me raising money to buy a car is not illegal. Me driving the car without a driver's license is. You follow me? So I can raise as much money as I want to buy the car. But
So
once I buy the car, you follow me?
Yeah, exactly. And in this case, they've raised $10.6 billion.
Right.
$10.6 billion. They made over $100 million last year alone.
But do you get my relationship between with the difference between what she's doing and what Umar Johnson is doing? Umar Johnson hasn't made it to a point yet where the school is an actual entity that's operating as a business, right?
Right.
You follow that part so far? So that is why she could fall under scrutiny in this situation, and Umar Johnson, doesn't.
Yes, and just to add on to what you're saying, Black Lives Matter has chapters in 50 states. Umar Johnson has one nonprofit. They have 50 different chapters. Okay, so when we're talking about embezzlement of donation money on a mass level, this is a national operation with multiple organizations in 50 different states. Like the scope of what we're even talking about, it's so much of a when we start getting to billions of dollars, like this is a whole nother. They could never try to compare this to Umar Johnson. With the money that he raised, probably don't even add up. They can't even prove that he made $1 million yet. The current figure is 750,000. So it's like, okay, if you want to say he raised $1 million, even if you want to say he raised $2 million, he's nowhere near $1 billion, 10 billion, 3 billion, 5 billion. He doesn't have 50 different nonprofits. He doesn't have possibly thousands of, members. Or people that are supposed to be responsible for managing the funds. So yeah, it's like this situation is like this. I'm telling you, for her to be exposed, that is going to expose the entire finances of everybody. So it's like, man, this is a real case. Like this is shit. I might make this my main on my podcast because I know the federal government ain't about to play. Federal government not about to play, bro. They're not about to play with them.
they'll come in with everybody just to get one person. And
I've seen. I just happened to go and look at the damn chat, and August Archibald is still talking about it's not about showcasing the funds.
she's still talking shit.
Showcasing Mr. Archibald, I guess. Mr. Archibald, it doesn't. Whatever the entire story is, it's still a donation. Whether or not he stuck it in your pocket or your asshole, it's still a donation.
Right. And a small donation, a very small donation. $1,200. First it was $1,200. Now it's $5,000. You keep changing. You not even clear on what you're. So, in the case of Black Lives Matter, shit, we could say we're talking about billions of dollars that have not been accounted for. You cannot apply that logic to Umar Johnson. You spent $1,200 and you want your little $100 back when you could have went and got a job. And I can make $3,500. $1,200 is nothing to file fake lawsuits about. If you really needed your $1,200 that bad, why the fuck would you donate?
Obviously,
you were bitching about $1,200. Like your stimulus check should have covered that. You're still upset about $1,200 that you donated on your own free will. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I cannot stand people like that. Like sometimes you just got to take your L. And you did not donate a significant amount of money. If you would have donated $100,000, I could definitely understand your concern. But $1,200 is not even enough for Umar Johnson, an electrician, to come inspect the building. So your little $1,200 donation is really insignificant. And the fact that you think that I'm going to drop my case for you to go forward, I'm not dropping shit. You have been subpoenaed and you have been served. Well, you will be served at whatever address or workplace, whatever address you use, I will find you. So nobody needs you to tell the full story because obviously you knew that your story was bullshit just off the fact that you're trying to remain anonymous and hide. Because if you really had a case, you would have no problem coming on the panel. You would have no problem using your real name. You would have no problem showing your real face. You would not be in the shadows and then also be trying to raise a moral issue. Like if you have a moral issue, you stand on that shit. And you know you're not entitled to that money. You're just broke. Right. You want the money back. It's okay. But take your loss. That's the lesson for you from God today. Take your loss as a man and move on. Let's move on, please.
Fools don't understand it, man.
I need to be clear to this young lady that asked me how much money that I donate. And I want her to hear this clear as I can give it. None of your fucking business where I donate my money to. I donate every year to charitable organizations. None of your fucking business how much money I give.
For real.
Unless you're doing my taxes.
For real.
I don't give a fuck how much money anybody has donated. I could care less. It don't help me pay my goddamn bills.
I feel you, man. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. Any last words?
Yeah, man. I got to get up in the morning, man. But I was happy to catch this chat. But Shakim, I will forever be disappointed in you, bro, until you go and take that goddamn bar exam.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take it. I promise you, got my word. I'm on it, bro. I'm on it. And DERELL, Conundrum, y'all invited to my birthday celebration tomorrow. It's a VIP panel. So
well, hey, Sha, one more word. You do know that there are 2 states that does not require a law degree for you to be a lawyer, right?
What state is that?
California and New York. You don't have to have a law degree to become a lawyer in those states.
I had no idea.
Damn, I didn't even know that.
Okay, why don't you do this? Why don't you Google what states does not allow a law does not require a lawyer to have a law degree? What you have to do is you have to find a lawyer and study under that lawyer, and that lawyer will write a recommendation for you to take the bar exam. If you pass, you're a lawyer.
That's it. Okay, that's it. Thank
That's
you.
it.
That's all I need to know. Thank you.
Damn,
Thank you.
that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. You know what? I think it was 3, but Shakim, I'm not even Google to look the shit up because I know by the time I talk to you tomorrow, you'll have the information. I think it was 3. I know it's down to 2 now. I know New York is 1 and California is another.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 30% of the active attorneys in California does not have a law degree.
That's
I think
amazing.
I know it's a crazy number. Willie Gary, who is the giant killer, man. He has a couple of, but they can't go into the courtroom in Florida. But he has a couple of lawyers that he's taken away from California, but they don't have a law degree.
Wow, that is crazy. It's crazy.
I'm sure by now you've looked it up since you've been on the phone.
Yeah, I see California. I see Virginia.
Okay, so Virginia was the 3rd one, and then New York should be the other one, unless New York has changed their tune.
Thank you, man. I owe you a lot, man. I owe you more than I can give you in money, for sure.
Yeah, but I keep dropping these damn gems in your pocket, man. All right, man. Let me get out of here.
All right. Any last words, Shakim?
All right. Have a good night, DERELL.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. DERELL, Conscious Clientele. Holler at y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.